It's another episode of Mad as a Goat, and it's of, that variety, if you know what I'm saying. So, of course, it's a little bit different to most of my other rants because it's legal, so you're allowed to consume as much as you like. You can consume it till it fucking kills you, and no one's gonna say shit, and no one will really care, none the wiser. It's bloody great. I love laws and regulations because some contradict themselves. Like, think about how when you watch a DVD that you've bought, it has all the warnings to say don't pirate it and whatnot, yet DVD burners exist. Yeah, people are going to use them. Everyone who has a DVD burner, every single person out of the millions of people who have DVD burners in their computers are going to use them to make DVDs with their original content. Come on, are you fucking kidding me? 90%, no, hell, probably 99.9% of people who own computers with DVD burners won't come up with any original concept in their whole life because they just can't be bothered with it, or their skills are specific to another area. Think of like mathematicians or scientists and stuff like that. Not all of them are the most creative people. Maybe creative within their sect, maybe coming up with pioneering ideas that change our knowledge and understanding of the universe and whatnot, but they wouldn't be able to come up with lyrics for a song off the top of their head. Not even something stupid. They just give up because they can't even come up with words that would, accompany music and stuff like that. And so, considering that you have these warnings on the ones that are bought, that's another thing. I buy a lot of DVDs. Like, I love Family Guy, so I bought the whole season on DVD, like seasons, all 11. And all of them have that piracy warning at the start, which you cannot avoid. I've paid for it, and I can't avoid the piracy warning when I'm watching it. Yet, on the other side, if you download it, there is no piracy warning. You double-click the episode, it plays. Maybe not with the best sound quality or whatnot, but the convenience of being able to put it on a portable device, your computer, and to DVD kind of makes it better than the bought one. I reckon instead of selling DVDs anymore, they should just sell like USBs, thus making the DVD burners more, usable legally, if you know what I mean. Because let's face it, most people use their DVD burners illegally to copy something for a friend, or maybe the rare occasion where you're making a mixtape, which would again be piracy because, music, you're not allowed to share that for free and stuff like that. I don't know how it exactly works. I'm just saying the whole concept contradicts itself. And you can't smoke marijuana or do heroin or do amphetamines and shit like that, do drugs in general, because it's bad for you. What? And that's legal? Like, that is poison in a bottle and they make that. It just doesn't make sense. I think it's funny how laws contradict themselves. But even the policemen, the people who enforce it, the ones who get the most heat for these laws that are made by other people, even they think it's bullshit in some contexts. You know what I mean? Unless it's convenient, unless they find someone who's smoking weed who just happens to be someone who is known to rob houses, and they're going to use it against them. But even me myself have been caught smoking a joint on the street and was not giving any lip or anything like that. I was just like, oh yeah, I was smoking a joint, I know it's illegal, it's just, I'll put it out, but just acted normal, and he let me go with a warning. Now, I have seen other people who would on amphetamines, they weren't doing them in the street because even amphetamine users are stupid, but were on them and they got done straight away because they start giving the cops lip. And that's what I think is so funny. The people who are enforcing the laws are reasonable, but everyone gives them the lip and gets themselves in trouble. And then when they get to court, they act all serious. You've got it back to front. Act serious around the cops when you get to the court. Yeah, do a little bit of protest, but within reason. Don't get up there and say, hey, you're a fucking cunt, judge. You don't know what it's like in fucking Westy, mate. My fucking moccasins are itchy as. You're going to look like a dick. He's going to take his woolly wig off and just laugh for 15 minutes. Don't do that. And another thing, and this has nothing to do with what I was ranting about before, but why is it, right, that the people who are the most popular on YouTube are retarded, and all the like really intelligent ones are really just like moderately kind of big. Like Amazing Atheist, he's pretty intelligent when you think about it. He's not the most intelligent. I'm not saying he's some sort of Richard Dawkins kind of motherfucker. I'm just saying he is intellectual, a lot more intellectual than like PewDiePie and Let's Play videos, but I've already yapped about that. And why is it there's a perception of what's girly and what's manly? Oh, we're not sexist, there's no bias here. Oh, unless you're a man who has a netball trophy, then you're a loser somehow. Well, what? Because I don't have ovaries or a functioning vagina? I have a vagina, just not a functioning one. I'm not allowed to play netball without ridicule. So what? I sucked at it. Oh, you think you're tougher than me, man? I got like a goal once. Yeah, you were thinking you were tough, and then you meet this drunk guy who got a goal in netball. I played basketball too. I didn't win any awards. I didn't give a fuck. I was like punk rock about that shit. I was like, oh, you want me to do 3-pointers? Fuck that. Field goal. Miss. Yeah. You know, I'm just crazy. I don't give a shit. And that's why people won't like my Matters Ago, because it's honest. It's the honest truth from a crazy man, and a lot of people can't handle that, and I understand that, and it's totally cool. Especially clan members. Think about how much clan members would hate Matters Ago. Go back a few episodes. In fact, I think in the other drunken episode, I talked about how I think how like black people are superior to white people, and I also think women are superior to men. So if you're a black woman, well, forget it. I'll let you stand on my balls. I don't care, because you're a black woman. I mean, who could respect something more than that? And you think I'm being like sarcastic or funny? I'm not like everyone else on the internet who comments with the N-word at everything to try and be funny. I am actually funny. I don't care what anyone says. I can just be completely mental, be myself, and I'm funny. You have to try with your N-words and with your stupid punchlines and jump cuts and shit. Fuck jump cuts. I get the jump cuts, I put them in your bum, and they chop apart your bowels, and you leak all your shit out. Then what are you going to do? That's what Matters Ago does. It goes to everyone else who thinks they're better. I'm going to come up through your bowels, eat everything out, and you're going to fucking just leak shit all over the floor. No butt plug, you know. And I'm doing this drunk and still coming up with stuff. You probably thinking he's faking. Fucking drunk and I can still do this. You can't even do it sober. Drunk and still able to function. I'm not wobbling around too much. I'm just having to move to center my gravity. That's another thing. People with the alcohol wobbling around, falling all over the place. Center your fucking gravity. Wanker. Now, before I finish this episode, just want to address one goddamn thing. Now, I know there's a frequent viewer to most of my videos, and that would be the genius. He is genius. Ladies, touch his penis. Anyway, but I have noticed that he only did 2 mashups of the Matters Ago episodes to make me look like a fool. I would appreciate it if you could, if you have the time, make a few more. They were quite interesting to me. I will admit I have watched them more than once. I would, if I knew how, save them off YouTube, put them on a hard drive, then put them on my MP3 player, and just listen to the audio on repeat for like 10 years and do nothing else and probably starve to death. Maybe a dangerous thing. Maybe you should stick to the 2 videos and maybe make another rap or something. That's another thing. I'm a rapper. For all you people who watch these shits and are like, oh, what is this guy appearing out of nowhere? Well, actually, I've been around for a while. I want to take some time to brag about my rapping because it sucks. Okay, MC Sizzle, look that up. That's one of my rap personas. Orphan Music, spelled incorrectly. You're gonna have to work that one out yourselves. Find that. Forever Mad, that's me as well. The Languid Man, the Dude 0.1 on snare. Fuck, even I forget him. Ice Addict. All me. I'm just so brilliant at making music that is just the worst thing you've ever. Chris Rubs 40312. Find that on internetarchive.org, and your fucking asshole will melt. It is the worst. Chris Rubs 40312 was my deliberate effort to make just horrendous music, and it all sucks. Chris Rubs 40312, internetarchive.org. Look it up, and you'll fucking vomit and hate music forever. Lil Wayne can't make music as bad as I do. I'm too drunk. I think I should stop.